All right, what's up and what's going on, y'all? This is Al, and these are just my thoughts with Alex. So, welcome to my channel. I feel it is my duty to try to get a message out to guys that are going through the things that I could say been there, done that, right? 60 years old is what I am, and I've been through the fire as far as bound of going from one good thing to feel like I fell off a cliff and then bouncing back, right? And I just want to say that if you're listening, you can do the same thing. As a man, right? As a man, I got divorced in 1999, 2000. Just having my third child. Still got the divorce. Marriage just wasn't worth keeping, right? So we got the divorce. And of course, I owned up to my responsibilities, child support, giving up the home, taking only my car and my clothes. That's it. Of course, I guess I could say I was protected because this is when I was in the military. And just real quick, I'm not going to say don't get married if you're in the military, but I'm going to say make sure if you do that it is a decision that you can make, because the person that you choose to be with, both of you guys can be on the same playing field, right? Military life is a struggle. It's different, especially if you are always underway, and that is something that happens. So naturally, relationships can fall apart, and either you can stick it out and stay there, or you can say, you know what, nah, we need to just let this go, because if we really loved each other, we never would have done these things to one another. And I'm talking about on both ends. I'm not just talking about she did this or he did that. I'm talking about both people. When that happens, hey, let it go. It's for the best. It's healthy. So I owned up to it and I took care of that. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I've seen videos, and lately I've been seeing a bunch of men, for some reason, making these YouTube videos, and they are in their feelings, they're bawling, they look like they hit rock bottom, they don't know how to get out that hole, they just want to go somewhere and put their head in the sand and just act like nothing is around them, right? And I'm saying, in the beginning, it's going to feel like that. It's supposed to. It's a sore. It has to heal. It's going to hurt. And you have to be strong, get around people that can keep you up, right? If you feel it's a church, go to church. I tried that, but me and church, that's not my thing. I'm God-fearing. The man upstairs is who I talk to personally. I don't go to church to listen to another man talk about church or talk about God, right? Because as soon as he's done talking, what he does with his actual life is what he does. So I always say it's acting. That's just my personal opinion. Don't hate me for it. It's my opinion. I can feel how I feel. I'm 60 years old. But I'm going to tell you, though, for the young men that are going through and going down that path that a lot of us older guys have already gone through, all I can say is lace your boots up, right? And just look at it as a new something on your plate that you have to deal with. When it took place for me, and I seen that going to court, right? It's like everything you see. The judge is doing their job, right? And I keep an open mind. I already premeditated all this stuff in my head of what I was prepared to do. I just had to get it done, right? Get it in black and white. I'm done. Let me know what I got to pay. I'll take care of the rest, right? Not my first rodeo in life where I came from the fire, right? I grew up in the fire. So basically, five-member family, and we went and had our ups and downs in life. Saw my father struggle, right, to keep us in the game, above water, keep our head above water. So I was used to those things. So it wasn't nothing old to me. When it was time to get that thing taken care of, that divorce, and told me what I was going to have to pay. Of course, like I said before, I was in the military. So guess what? I'm going to get my act together in the military as hard as I can. I'm hitting the books. I'm making sure that I can make rank, and I'm not ready to leave yet. So I did my 20 years. During that time, that is how I was able to keep up with child support, making sure those situations were met every month for the kids, right? When it was all said and done, I still had to pay child support when I got out. So I had retirement. Of course, I had my disability, of course. And at the same time, I was doing side hustle work. So I was able to do side hustles to keep money still coming in my pocket. I never stopped, right? You always see how you got people that are sustained and have value. And they can have kids and be paying child support and not even miss a beat, right? Life goes on. And that is what you have to understand. Life goes on. And if you don't let that negative come into your psyche, right, push it out. Let it sting a little bit, right? Because it is going to be weird waking up, knowing you're not in your home anymore, knowing you're not seeing your kids, knowing you're not seeing who used to be your wife or anything like that anymore, right? It's going to sting a little bit. But get people around you that can lift you up and keep you going, right? And you should be okay. It's going to take time. It's like detox. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like detox. And you just have to get ready for a new chapter in your life. And the one thing you can remember, if anything, that what one door closes, another door will open, right? So basically, I'm remarried, right? Me and my wife, she's 61, I'm 60, right? And basically, hey, she's my life. She's my life. I still have my kids. Got them back in my life, a whole 9 after it was all said and done. So everything comes back, right? It's a circle. It's a circle. You may leave from that situation, right? But believe me, the world is round, and what goes around comes back around. So you may be away for a period of time, but eventually you'll meet up again. So, have a good, what you want to say, rapport, or you can say have a good connection with those that I had lost in the past, right? So basically, talking, emailing, texting, and things like that. They're all grown now. They have their own lives, but what was done in the past, right, which was painful, is now eased, and that sore healed. So basically what I'm saying is, just because you got a sore, do not think it will not heal eventually. And when it does, you're going to feel great about it, right? Been there, done that. Been there, done that. And I just want to say, don't give up. Don't allow a situation to put you in another situation, right? Because a lot of people take it the wrong way. Just seen a video the other day in Chicago where this young girl was killed. I want to say it had something to do with the boyfriend. It had something to do with somebody. Anyway, they trapped them in a car. And because they were going back and forth with words on the internet, some of y'all may have seen it. That video was crazy, right? These guys jumped out and just opened fired with long-handled assault rifles in broad daylight, riddled that car. A child was in the back. They didn't make sure that it was professionally done, thought out. All they saw was red, and there they are. Let's go get them. That's the way I saw the video, because there's a child in the car. Luckily, God protected that child and nothing happened to her. But they riddled that car. I'm talking about 3 assault rifles, all firing, and nobody hit that child. The mother, deceased, I don't know who that was in the driver's seat, but I think they either got hit like 4 times or whatever. That's crazy. But I think that she was the main subject of who they wanted. And you're talking about grown men. Took away this lady's life. So you just never know what the situation was. It made it seem like it had something to do with a domestic situation. And these guys caught up with her and did what they did. But my whole thing at the same time is just saying that when life is getting dark, just keep walking. And eventually you're going to run into the light. You're going to see the light. And when you see the light, just keep walking until you get all the way into the light. Get yourself out of that darkness. And you're going to have a better way of feeling. I'm telling you, man, when I think about opening up that door and looking into it of what it used to be for me, and probably like others that can still vouch for that same situation, man, you're going to feel like somebody just kicked you in your stomach. And they kicked you so hard that you just couldn't find a way to get up. That's how hard the kick was. And then you're going to eventually, that kick is just going to start getting lesser and lesser of that pain that you were feeling, right? As the days, the months, the years, all that stuff progress, man, you're going to find yourself, if you thinking straight, right? If you can handle it. Because a lot of guys can't handle it. That's why they're incarcerated or they're dead, right? Or they're just living in a bottle, drugs, because that was easy way out. And that's what they did. But when you have that strength, that mentality to say, you know what? Hey, this is just a dent. No problem. We'll fix that dent. That is how I came in. I always saw myself as a way that there's always a better way, right? Whatever holds you down will not keep you down if you will not allow it. And that's what you have to remember, whether you're a man or a woman, right? I'm talking from a man aspect because a lot of men, especially today, 30-something years old, a guy making a video walking down the street talking about how he's in the dumps. I don't know if it's for clout. That's the other thing, too. A lot of people make these YouTube videos, man. And I swear to God, it just seemed like they're clout chasing. Because like I said, if you cut a video on and you just put that blinder right around, you can't see anything else. And they just grab the camera, man, and they just start talking. They work on it. They work on it. They work on it. And I call it like video panhandling, right? They're trying to get these subscribers. They're trying to get these people of faith to chime in, subscribe to them, and they're hoping to get monetized. Can't knock the hustle, but at the same time, if it's fake, then you're just living a falsehood, right? You're just living false. But if it's real, then I come in and I just say, hey, you can always get out of a situation. Whatever that bad situation is, you can get out of a bad one, right? And make it for the better. It may take time. It may take time. It's a wound. It's got to heal. You got to allow it to heal. It's not going to be overnight, right? So you just have to learn how to deal with it. It's not going to, it's there. So you can't act like it's not. You have to do something about it and tell it to kick rocks. And eventually it will. It's going to take time. But if you have a plan and stay on that plan, stay on that mission, you'll be great. I can tell you right now, man, I'm a retiree. I living out the best days of my life. I'm by the beaches. I love to fish. I love to play poker. So basically, those are my two things. I don't try to get much. I've done a lot of things that got me divorced. That's the reason why. The 90s was crazy. Anybody was in the 90s, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to say that I'm the cause of it. I'm just going to say that it took two people to play that game, and we both played it, and here we are. But I learned how to move on from it, and it slapped me in the face and said, look what you just lost. or you're going to be in the dumps, or you're going to worry about it because you can't get it back, but you can get yourself back. And that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to realize when you come in this world by yourself, the main person you trust is yourself. You can't trust others. When you look in the mirror, don't look in the mirror with a bunch of people. Just look in the mirror at yourself. And when you look in the mirror at yourself, that's when you realize that if anybody's going to do it, it has to be you. You can use resources to get it, but still, you have to make that happen. You get what I'm saying? So with that said, I'm out. Hopefully, this will reach somebody that's probably going through something. I'm just here to tell you, man, I'm 60 years old, and trust me, trust me, when I say I went through the fire, right? When I went through that fire, I came out on the other side. I don't know if you ever watched Game of Thrones, but when Khaleesi went into that fire, and that fire burnt so bad that everybody thought that she had to be gone, and she walked out of it, that let you know, hey, that fire couldn't do anything. It just could not burn her. It could not burn her spirit down. That's the same way I felt. I was not going to let that fire burn my spirit. I was going to keep going. And that is what you have to do. As a man, as a woman, right? Stand up, lace your boots, stand up on your own too, and just start walking. And if you're in the darkness, walk toward the light. That's what you do. And when you see that light, run. Get out the darkness and run to the light. That is what's going to help you. With that said, I'm out. Y'all be cool. Peace. And these are just my thoughts. Like and subscribe. I'll holler at you later. Peace.